Chinese man walks into a bar in West Belfast and says, asks for a pint of Guinness. So that's dead on. Barman sets it down. He drinks about half it. Decides he needs to go to the toilet. So goes to the toilet. As he goes to the toilet, a man comes over and farts in his pint glass. That's dead on. Chinese man comes back in from having his piss. Barman comes over and goes, hey, bye, somebody just farted in your pint there. So Chinese man was having none of it. Asked the barman, where was this boy at and all. Barman goes to sit by over there. So Chinese man walks up to this boy who farted in his pint glass, goes, Scusa, misa, you fart in my Guinness? And the boy goes, nah, I'm Jerry Adams, mate. What a start to a podcast. Probably the best start I've ever to a podcast. Look, welcome back to another episode of the Middle East and Drum podcast. I know. I said I was going to do one more regularly, but life, as always, gets in the way. I was waiting on a new podcasting yoke to come out. Rodecaster Pro. It's a fantastic piece of kit. Still don't know how to use it. And in fact, I actually recorded a podcast last night with Shane Miller. And didn't work out, so the audio was all choppy and shit, so hopefully this turns out a bit better. Think now I've got the hang of it, so hopefully that'll be all good. As I was saying, life gets in the way. Rodecaster Pro thing came, and then brakes in my car decided to stop working. And then so had to get sent away to get it fixed, and all my cables and laptop and mics and all were in the boot of the car, and the car was getting fixed up in Arbo. Shout out Sammy Devlin for fixing the car. They couldn't get any of my stuff, but I have it back now. Car's fixed now, right a rock, and back on the podcast scene. Still not a lot to talk about. Actually, there is actually. Pubs are closed. Can you believe it? It's Christmas time. Can't even get a fair pint. It's an absolute disgrace. You know that. I love going out at Christmas time, like I do, and bombs carrying about. I think Christmas time is a great time. You go out and everybody's in real good form, and it's just always like guys you maybe don't see too often or out at Christmas time. I miss actually getting out with the ones that I work with. I think it's nice to get out with the ones you work with, you know what I mean? Like you work with them all year. It's nice to get out and let the hair down. Can't do that this year. Plus, I'm totally missing running about the auction rooms, and even though I actually usually always go down to like Belfast, like the week before Christmas, me and the ones from work, and go saucing, and I'm going to ripping that I can poison Snapchat with buying a bottle of champagne and saying things like this. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. In case you haven't guessed yet, this you can have you can put in like wee sound clips and all. So going forward, the podcast can be full of clips and wee sound bites and stuff. As I was saying, pubs are closed. I don't know, it's bullshit, like, isn't it? And it's way over the road here to record this podcast. Got into apparently now 6-week lockdown. What a load of fucking shit. Like we've done what we're supposed to do. We stayed indoors, social distanced, wore masks, pubs haven't been open, restaurants haven't been open. Numbers still rows and rows. Like, so I don't know. Like I personally think, and this is for when we get another conspiracy podcast going. I definitely think they're just doing it to drive fear in this, scare everybody, because like the vaccine is being released. People have already started getting the vaccine, which is a bit fucking strange. I'll tell you why. Because like, I made this analogy that Ed talked to someone about this today. If you have a lock, right? If you a lock to your door, right, into your house, right? One key fits that lock, right? You can get copies of that key, but they have to be exactly the same. So how the fuck is there 3 different vaccines? Do you know what I mean? One's 95% fucking accurate, one's 96, one's 82. It's all a money-making scheme, bullshit tactics that they're using. Why could they not just all come together? If this is this fucking deadly virus, everybody says, now look, I'm saying the coronavirus isn't real. It is real. I know people have had it, struggle with it. I know people who've unfortunately lost family members, all that sort of thing. And look, it is a handling if you do get it, but it's not as deadly as people make it out to be. What is it? Say like 0.1%? I know whatever it is, the figures. But what was a fucking way of ranting there again? I think they're just trying to scare people into fucking taking this vaccine. Like, oh my god, give me this vaccine now. Now, would I take the vaccine? I'm not going to go looking for it. Fact. I don't think I need it. Don't think I fall into that vulnerable category. Well, maybe I do actually, because fat and unfit. But January's coming, big month for all us fat people. because it's the month. We eat like we eat shite from we get off Christmas to go back to work, and be like, right, big dad on. So first for the month of January, you'll see me in January go, fuck, Shaggy, you've lost some weight, and by February it's all back on again. But here, every year, says it's gonna be different. Maybe this year will be different. Who knows? But look, as I say, yeah, the vaccine. Fuck, I don't know. Like, people are saying, "Oh, how do they get a vaccine so quick?" But sure, there's fucking hundreds of people working on it. I will take the vaccine because I got tickets to scooter. Do you know what I mean? So if I can't get that scooter concert without a vaccine, I'll be getting the vaccine. But I'm not going to go looking for it. And if you read too much into that vaccine, you'll definitely not get one. I know there's pros and cons of vaccines throughout the world. I'm not going to get into that now. Wait for a conspiracy podcast, as I say. I actually quite enjoyed that conspiracy episode. Hope you did too, on the two listeners. Seemed like a good feedback. Yeah, a bit disappointed the one with Shane Miller actually, because it was actually a really good podcast last night. Good crack. I get absolutely slated, as always. I don't know why I get guests on this podcast, because I just end up getting slagged. But here I've enough chins to take the abuse on, so it's all good. Yeah, as I was saying, QR shit itself. I'd pay for that. Not nice now in the mouth of Christmas, but look, what the fuck do you do? Like, you know what I mean? You just have to get on with it. Suppose you can't take pints, so fucking not really missing money anyway, but I'm glad I can't take pints. Like, over Christmas, all year I've been sort of alright, I've been grand, didn't really care, I've got the bar in it. But definitely ripping, I can't get a pint at Christmas. But here, look, I'm fucking dreading the last 6 week lockdown, man. Fucking just dreading it, like. I've been able to go anywhere, and it's just shite, like. Because January's depressing enough, like. Because January, there's 600 days in fucking January. Wastes far too long. I need to stop swearing too. Mother gave off me because for swearing too much in the podcast. But anyway, sorry, Mother. What else has been happening in the world? I'm sure everybody has seen the video by now. That absolute root bag, Jake Paul. I'm trying to get up here because he's a complete tube. This podcast thing having, I can play clips and all to it, so it's unbelievable, which I absolutely love. But yeah, so listen to this, and we'll do a bit of a review on it. What an absolute root bag. We'll talk about it.
Irish cunt. Good morning, Conor McGregor. I know you're probably beating up old dudes in a bar right now, or maybe you're jacking off because you're sick of fucking your wife. I mean, she's a 4, Conor. You could do a lot better, but happy Monday. My team sent you a $50 million offer this morning. $50 million cash, proof of funds, the biggest fight offer you've ever been offered, but you're scared to fight me, Conor. You're ducking me because you don't want to lose to a fucking YouTuber. You're 0-1 as a boxer. I'm 2-0 as a boxer. I just came off the 8th biggest pay-per-view event in history, but you want to fight Dustin Prober, who has less followers on Instagram than my fucking dog. That's a fact. And Dana White, you're a fucking pussy too, you ugly fucking bald bitch. You said there's 0% chance of this fight happening, but there's 0% chance of you getting some fucking pussy. Conor, you're scared. Dana, you're scared. Sign the fucking contract, you idiots. Jesus fucking Christ.
That is a definition of a toilet. Like I know zero about boxing. I know zero about fighting. But I actually think I could mince the head of Jake Paul. Like, he's gonna take on Conor McGregor. Like, whether you like McGregor or not, I'm a huge fan of Conor McGregor. I know he's done some questionable things. But not everybody's perfect. A lot of it's rumours too, so maybe. But anyway, I actually want that fight to happen. I want it to happen. I want McGregor just to catch him that sweet left into his fucking chin. What else? That's the problem with the world at the minute. Like he's a YouTuber, right? So got famous making YouTube videos over the fuck I don't read too much about him, and he's calling out McGregor like one of the best, like, top athletes ever, one of the greatest fighters of all time, one of the best athletes of all time, complete superstar. Like, how if I was somebody in the UFC who was like not that good or whatever, I'm raging. Like imagine that fight happens, and you've been training your whole life from like you're 5 or 6, training, sacrificing everything, and he ends up fighting this absolute spa, Jake Paul, like. And like his 2 fights, like I don't even know who his first fight was, but his second one was against Nate Robinson, who was a basketballer. He was like, it doesn't even make sense because like the weight class is different. If he's no me and he's no James Kavanagh, it's like me fighting James Kavanagh. It's not gonna happen. Even though James Kavanagh would absolutely mince me in a fight, like, because he's hard as fuck. Plus he does judo and all too. Like, he's real weird. He just doesn't know when he's beat. James Kavanagh, good lad too. You know what? I'm actually on a petition. I want everybody to get on this. James Cavan to fight Jake Paul. James Cavan would absolutely, and James Cavan's got a dodgy elbow, wrist, shoulder, knee hanging together, stuck together with like super glue, and he would still mince him. And his brother's fighting Floyd Mayweather. Like Floyd Mayweather, arguably the greatest boxer of all time, is fighting his brother Logan Paul. What the fuck's the world coming to? Like if Logan Paul beats Floyd Mayweather, that's it. I'm done. I'm checking out. I'm moving me, clearing the child, to a fucking cabin in the middle of nowhere in like the Bamber Prairie. I'm just gonna live off the land, catch fish down at the salmon leap, and just eat that. I'd probably still go to my for Chinese, like, not gonna lie. Like that's the fucking problem. Like what the what an absolute stain of a lad. Like he's sitting there smoking a big cigar with shade sunglasses. Now to be fair, his car is pretty sick, like blue Lambo. But like, fucking catch a grip yourself, man. Absolute tool, like. McGregor here, and fucking Nate Diaz has been commenting on it. Nate Diaz would slap the absolute shit out of him, like, without a shot of a doubt. Like, what a fucking absolute brute. But so what's the crack anyway? Look, as I said, this is only going to be a wee short podcast because as I said, I've tried to use this twice. It hasn't worked twice. So I said myself, instead of wasting people saying like Shane Miller's last night, so going to get Shane Miller on again. I'm actually going to get Shane Miller and Fintan Daly down to do a review of 2020. Look, 2020, 2021 is going to be a big year. I'm going to far out podcast. I'm actually going to branch out. I'm going to do a football podcast. Because I know a lot of friends love football, and you know what, Arsenal, and everybody doesn't like sports, apologise, but I'm an Arsenal fan, and we're going through a real shite time at the minute, and I need a rant. I need a raving rant. The only person I can rave and rant to at the minute is Claire, and she doesn't care about football at all, hates football, so I need to vent my frustrations. So I've already got the first guest lined up for that from a football podcast. Still haven't got a name yet, so I'm going to think of a name, and this'll be January whenever we get up and going, even though it's going to be a lockdown, but we'll break the rules, not tell anybody. Who gives a shit? Then once a month I'm going to do a conspiracy podcast. So I'm going to be doing 3 podcasts, which means I'll do none, because every time I promise these things or say I'm going to do these things, life gets in the way. But no, I've got this Rodecaster Pro thing here now. It's the fucking bee's knees. All the top podcasts use it, like Colin Geddes uses it, and if anybody knows me, I'm Colin Geddes' #1 fan. I just want to be him. If I had a quarter of his following, if I had a tenth of his following, I'd be delighted. But no, so that's the crack anyway. What the fuck else has been happening? You know what, doesn't even feel like Christmas yet. The guy was in Craigavon yesterday, shopping centre, and there's like nobody in it. Like, it's so dead. It's like, just cancel Christmas to fuck. Like, and I'm raging because like it's very Christmas, my first Christmas with a child, like, and I wanted it to be special and all, but church shit, like COVID-19's everywhere, fuck everywhere. It's all a conspiracy. But we'll get into that in another podcast. Look, it's gonna be a wee short one. As I say, just testing this thing out. I hope everybody's been well. I want to actually shout out Marty, friend of mine, good friend of mine, Marty McKeown, who is talking to me the other day, and he says he's really enjoying the podcast. So Marty, I know you're going to be listening, so thanks for listening. Thanks for all the support. Must actually get you on sometime, Marty McKeown, and just to say how, because it's actually real sad, because like one of the first times Christmas is when you see him McKeown behind the bar. You always would have seen him, his brother Shane or Paddy working in the M.E.A.T and behind a bar some stage, and that's not going to happen this year. So very, very sad. I know they're talking about relaxing the rules for like a week over Christmas, but like, does that mean they're going to open bars? Is it even worth a while opening the bar for a week? Like, who knows? It's all bullshit. Like, so I am fucking sick of lockdowns. Oh boy, nightmare. But look, as I say, new podcast thing. We're going to wire out podcast here. As I say, hopefully, probably not be next week, be the week after, like a week after Christmas Day. I might do actually a solo one before that, but it would definitely be the week after Christmas. That be doing a review of 2020 with Mr. Fintan Daly and Shane Miller, and there's also, it's going to have up to 4 people on it, so there's space for one more. So if you want to be on it, send me where you want to be on it, which means nobody's going to be on it. But look, as I say, please like and share this podcast. Keep it. I do appreciate the support all year. I know I've tried my best to get podcasts out all the time. I know I've took a couple of lulls and stuff, and I have been trying. It's just difficult at times with the baby and life in general, but I'm just going to have to be more consistent now. But I'm actually just leaving my stuff in my mum's house, so it just means I come over to my mum's, no distractions, and just wire out podcasts, and there's plenty of room. It's actually, do it in the kitchen, and it's like so much space, so you get for anybody that's worried about if anybody's going to be tightened, there's so much, like, leads are 3 or 4 meters long, so we're staying within the guidelines, folks. But look, if I'm not speaking this before Christmas, I'm going to leave you with this absolute belter of a clip. Don't know if anybody's seen it. The wee Scottish boy on TV, and like who the hell had him on TV, but it's actually quite funny. So I'm gonna play it. So I just want to wish everybody a happy Christmas and happy New Year. Hope 2021's a lot better than 2020. Actually had a good 2020. Fantastic 2020 actually. Yeah, despite all the COVID. Birth of my wee baby girl M.E.A.T. She's doing really well. Although she's teething at the minute, which is anybody that's a parent knows. Well, not all babies, but some babies get it really bad, and M.E.A.T. gets it really bad. But I think that's because like I'm so dramatic, and so she's taking after me. But God love her, wee pet. But no, as I say, folks, as a wee short one, probably not that good, but it's just a tester. So I thought may as well record it and put something out there to keep us all entertained, make you know I haven't gone away. And as I say, happy Christmas, happy New Year. Gonna leave you with this wee YouTube clip of a wee Scottish boy on Scottish news. So hope you enjoy.
TV news broadcasted and all good viewers, but now it's time for a Christmas song, dashing through the snow in a four-sofa sleigh. All the hills we go, laughing all the way, ha ha ha. Stockings to be up, Santa coming down to give you presents every single year. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, make father this to ride in a waffle sofa sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, make father this to ride in a waffle sofa sleigh.
So there you have it, folks. That's I'm gonna leave you in that. On a 1-4 sofa sleigh. And if you can't take inspiration from that, what can you take inspiration from, folks? So that's me. Hope everybody stays safe, stay well. What's at hands, face, space. Hope you all have a nice Christmas and a happy New Year, and roll on 2021. Even though COVID's not going nowhere, but fuck it, roll it on. It can't get any worse. Can't get any worse. Peace out, one love. I've been Talal Jumar, the Middle East beast from the M.E.A.T podcast. See you all later.